The Respect at Work Act introduced a positive duty to eliminate sexual harassment in the workplace. What exactly does this mean for your business, and what should you do about it? This is a chapter from a more detailed free online training course on the subject. So if you'd like to check out the full course, please visit ondemandhr.com.au/free. The Sex Discrimination Act of 1984 was amended to include new provisions introducing a positive obligation for an employer or a person conducting a business to take reasonable, proportionate measures to eliminate, as far as possible, conduct that includes any of the following. Harassment, which is of course unwelcome conduct based on the sex of a person, but also we need to be cognizant that this does not mean that it's necessarily sexual in nature. Discrimination on the grounds of a person's sex. Conduct which subjects a person to a hostile workplace environment on the grounds of sex, and acts of victimization that relate to compliance proceedings, sessions, or allegations in relation to harassment or discrimination on the basis of sex. Now to the question of what are reasonable and proportionate measures? Well, like most legislation of this type, this is going to be determined through precedent. However, legislation provides some guidance that the size, nature, and circumstances of the organization, its financial and other resources, and the practicability and cost of steps to eliminate such conduct will be taken into consideration. So this definition gives a little bit of peace of mind to small and medium businesses that they're not going to be held to the same standard as their larger brothers and sisters. The other key point here is that the positive duty extends to your employees, volunteers if applicable, and other third parties like clients and suppliers, as those external parties' behaviours also impact your workers. Now, whilst there's much being made in the media around these changes, the reality is that many of these obligations already existed. It'd be foolish to consider that there was not an obligation to take practical steps to prevent and eliminate sexual harassment in the workplace. So from On-Demand HR's perspective, there really isn't going to be too much to see here. However, as we will cover later in the course, we're recommending to our clients that they provide formal training when it comes to workplace bullying, discrimination, and sexual harassment as part of meeting their positive obligations in this space.